This is Jeff Passan, who has the stories about all of this. And you told me on the radio yesterday, Jeff, that this was going to be the reaction. This was the concern, that we would have pitchers becoming injured as a result of it, and that there was a lot of frustration. What more did you hear about what he said and others?
Greeny, it's not just Tyler Glasnow. There are pitchers all around baseball who are having to make this adjustment on the fly. And there's a lot of discomfort and, frankly, fear right now that what happened to Tyler Glasnow is going to happen to them as well. Now, we have to understand, Tyler Glasnow throws 100 miles per hour, and the correlation between velocity and elbow injuries is very significant. So there's a chance that Tyler Glasnow would have blown his elbow out regardless of whether he was trying to wean himself off of sticky stuff or not. But there are a number of other pitchers I've talked with already who use sunscreen and rosin, who don't think it's all that big of a deal and have teammates backing them up on that, who say it's almost like they're having to relearn how to pitch because it's such a difference in that they almost have to squeeze the ball and jam it into their hands, which they fear is going to eventually wind up causing injuries like Tyler Glasnow believes it did with him.
And so, Tyler Glasnow, I just want to make sure we're clear on this. He's not the only player critical of the decision to make this change and enforce it in the middle of the season.
Yeah, you know, Greeny, those are the two things right now that are really aggrieving players. It's the fact that it's being done mid-season, and it's the fact that there's no differentiation in the rules between something like spider tack, you know, an industrial adhesive that's used to lift up 300-pound stones by strongmen, and something like rosin and sunscreen mixed together, which simply is not as tacky as a substance like spider tack or pelican grip. And Major League Baseball is going with the let's rip the Band-Aid off here. We have cheating in this game, and rather than turn a blind eye to it like we have for so many years, we're just going to enforce this in the middle of the season. And what bothers players more than anything is they didn't think that this was going to be happening in the middle of this year, so they didn't give themselves time to get off of it. But if you look back at the memo, Greeny, that was issued on March 23rd, it said, while we're collecting things this year, samples, looking at spin rates and other things, we still can, as Major League Baseball, penalize players who are caught with things. So they can't sit here and plead complete ignorance.
All right, Jeff Passan again. An extremely detailed story right now on ESPN.com with everything you need to know about this. If you are interested, I recommend it. Jeff, thank you very much. And if you Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.